Hello, this is Get Carter, and welcome to another episode of Space Engineers. I'm trying to think which game I was playing then. So I'm digging down with these drills. I will have to put another piston on there to get down to the proper depth, but I basically ran out of material. So what I'm going to do is go mine some more iron, because that'll give me the, I suppose, most metal quickest. And also, then I'll be able to put this assembler together. So I've queued up what I need to do it, but I've not got enough materials as is. So I'll go mine some iron, get the assembler done up. Although I could get some if I disassemble that, but anyway. Do the assembler up and then look at doing up the mining rig, which is not seeable because I took off the only show buildable blocks. So I'll get that done up, and that way we'll be able to go mining with this rig instead of mining with the rover. And even if I take this lander and mine with it, it's still got more. Pretty sure it's still got more cargo than the other one, because that's got 7 medium cargo containers on it, plus the connector, plus the drills. So I could easily store more stuff in there. So that's the plan, and we should be able to start accelerating how much we can dig out at once. And I'll also be able to use the miner to clear out these bits, so I can put 2 pistons at a time to start with to dig down. Anyway, that's the plan. So I'll go mine now, and I will see you when I get back. Alright, I'm back from the mining trip, and I've also put another piston on the drills. I'm just going to keep it to 2 drills this time, and I'll go 3 on the next one. And I've also set up another wind turbine there, because I'm running out of... So it's going offline. Oops, wrong button. Running out of power. So what I'm going to do is jump in the ship up here. I'll transfer all of the... what I want. All of the bits I've got to weld up. No, go in there. Doesn't really matter where they go. It's not going to throw the... I don't want you. It's not going to throw the balance off, because I need that. What else have we produced? Yeah, dump all of this stuff in. That's a lot of computers. And that, and that, and that. Yeah. Put that stuff in, and I think that was all, actually. I just wanted to show that. That's fine. Now we want... Alright, so that's that, which is fine. 4. That should be everything. So what we want to do is we'll disconnect the connector. We'll put it on auto. Probably should have put the battery on auto first. We'll make sure our thrusters are on and our locks off. Put the light on. So I think what I first might do is see if I can get to that assembler. It's on this side. Nope, that side. Let's see if I can get to the assembler without knocking into stuff. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Oops. Yeah, there we go. That's our assembler, which we'll... not its permanent home. I just wanted to put it there. Next, what we want to do is... where we go? Go assemble this lot. We should have enough for assembling everything, but we'll see how we go. It's far easier than doing it via hand. So you're done that bit. Here we go. I much prefer this to the alternative. Now it's a fairly wide ship, so alright, so I think you're done. Oops, wrong way. Alright, so that's that done, and now we want this one. Oops. We not got the stuff for that? Hold on. That's interior to do. Thought I had. Well, there's interior plate there, and there's. Yeah. Hold on. Why won't this work? Can it not do? I need to go down below. Maybe the hitbox doesn't let you weld it up like that. There we go. Yeah. Don't know whether would it allow you to do it now, I wonder? Yeah. So just something to do with the hitbox with that one. Alright, so that hopefully will be optimal as well. So we've got the 3 wind turbines, which should give us hopefully enough power. We've got the drill set up, and we've got the assembler done. I didn't want to do the actual mining attachment with this, just because I want to do one bit at a time. So doing yeah, oops, smacking into it. Yeah, so there's no control. If I had all the bits and it was connected to the main base and just pumping through whatever it required, that'd be different. But I'll end up welding things I don't want to weld, or welding things in the wrong order. Yeah, so that's all we can do with that. So what I'll do is... How low does this have to be? Yeah, I'm just worried about the antenna, but no, it's got plenty of height. Now, I have to find a way to line this up properly. You don't want to give me that view, do you? Straighten it up and figure out... Hold on. Fine if you're going to be like that. Yeah, there we go. Done. Locked to locked and recharge. It will stop sparking soon. Turn the lights off. And we'll turn that off. Oh, it's the thrusters making it spark. Because I was trying to adjust its position continually, I suppose. Yeah, so that's done. And we'll go get some of that. Now it's a case of pretty much, well, I'm just going to build the digger, or build the miner attachment is what I want to do. And I'll also need to build another, which way am I going to build it? I'll probably build it off to the right, I think is going to be the best place to build it right now. But basically the same setup as that one, except it'll be for the mining attachment. And in the meantime, I'll start those drills off and get that part drilled out. So I'll leave it here. I'll go build the... what do I want? I want a piston. Go build out the rest of the mining attachment, and then I'll come back. So I've been building the ship, but at the moment I am out of nickel, and I've still got a fair few engines to build. The only resource I'm getting nickel from is from the stone that's being done, which obviously produces very little nickel. So what I'm going to do is take the flyer once I dump everything I've got on me in there. Get stuck and fall down there. So I'll just quickly take the flyer, grab some nickel. And I shouldn't need that much. The big engines... Hold on, where's mine? The big engines I don't have to do that are on this. So I need a bit of nickel, but I shouldn't need that much. Now what I want to do is unlock that. Set the batteries to auto. Turn on that. And unlock that. Nah. And what we'll do is fly down. We should be able to get there a lot quickly than if we're having to go by land, that's for sure. Just got to try not to burn a hole in the ice with the... Oh. Yeah, this doesn't have huge stopping power. Got to remember that when I get some speed up. The mining attachment does have some forward thrusters on it that... Forward thrusters, rear thrusters on it. Just to try to keep it upright, tilting down. And to slow it down. Alright, where are we? There's our little rock. Trying to see where the grass is. Not grass, ice is. And where's my entrance? Yeah, it's there. Yeah. So if we just do that. Yeah, and then we can just set this to recharge and it will fall down, and hopefully dropping that last little bit didn't do any damage. Yeah, it looks fine. Alright, so let's get rid of these. I don't need them, just stick them up here. Right, so that was the wrong one. All I want to do is grab a little bit of nickel, then I'm going to head back. So I'll do that and then I'll see you once I've constructed more of the miner. Alright, I'm nearly done with it. The only things I've got left to build are the batteries, which I'm producing the power cells, and just the final motors for these guns. Just it's taken a fair bit to refine the nickel, unfortunately. So what I want to do next, while that waits, is I'm going to jump in the ship and disassemble the drills and the pistons. And then I'm going to do my next one, but what I'm going to do is do it... Does that line up with? 1, 2, 3, 4... Do 5 of them, basically. And we'll see whether we have to dig out some. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to grab my drill, because I might need it. I'm going to go up here. Now I want to just try to make sure that if we go all that ship's inventory, we need to dump as much of it as we can wherever there is room. Ice doesn't belong in there. Nickel does though. Let's fill you up. Have we got any room in our... Yep. Plenty of room in our main one. Not so much ice. Right, so we'll just dump it as much as we can in here and it will pull through. Stone. Yeah, where else can we put it? Connectors. I don't want any my ones. Where is our rovers ones? Is it those ones? No, we can't get to those. I'm looking for the rovers. Connected to... Got stuff in here? Yeah, we can. Where else? We've got stuff in there too. Just put it all in the rover for the second. I will build... you can actually go there. I'll build more storage. I just not got around to it yet. That gets rid of all of that. We'll stick it back onto recharge. We'll put the things on. We'll unlock it from there. And we'll unlock it from there. And we'll whack the lights on. Alright, what are we going to do? We're grinding to start with. Now I just want to make sure... Which one's grinded? That one. Make sure I don't do what I did before and start grinding the piston heads before I take the drills out. So that's... What are you doing? There you go. And make sure we get the drill first so the drills don't fall on the ground. Easier now. We can go to the piston head. Go to the piston. I'll see how full the cargo bays are. There should still be lots and lots of room in them, even with realistic cargo settings. We need to get that one. So as we'll be coming back to this in a second, what I might do is just plonk it down here. And we'll just stick the batteries on recharge and that'll stop it doing anything. Did I take out? Yeah, I did. You go there. Yeah, I want you. I might need some interior plates if I've still got... There we go. That should give me what I need to build. Okay, so what we want is a couple more tubes. So I need to make some more construction components, small steel tube components. I'll have to steal the motors from what we're doing with the ship and interior plate. So we're going to do 2, and then we want to go down, and then we're going to do the... what do we want to do? We're just going to do 1 piston to start with, because we haven't got the depth of that. I'm also going to have to drill out these bits, I think. But let's see how the drill goes, shall we? That one goes, that one goes. Yeah. I think we just need to drill out those bits. You gonna fit now? We'll see. No, you're still... Still doesn't like probably these bits here. The other thing I will do is go get some more fuel, please. Not anymore. Ah.
Critical.
We're going to place drills down. There we go, and there we go. I don't know how this would go for stability, but we'll give it a try. That's a lot of drills sort of in one line with only one connection. But it should be fine. I've seen people do worse. We'll get rid of that one, that one. We should have enough materials to do this. Still unable to place drill? away a little bit. I'll use the, obviously next time I do this I'll use the actual ship to drill it out because it'll be a lot quicker. You're floating on something. There's nothing there, is there? Nope. I was wondering if there was like a little bit of rock floating in the air. Yeah. Yay, you'll do it now. That is a lot. I'm doing the stone. That's a fair bit, so I'll probably have to... I don't know. What I might do is just get rid of this stuff that I've got here. It might as well go, and then I don't have to carry it. Nope. Whatever's left in there, it doesn't want it. Do the drills have computers? Yeah. Which one? Yeah, there we go. So the stuff I made, and then I'll be able to figure out what I still need to make. Where are you? So we want the welder now, which is right hand side. Make sure we don't... Why don't you want to weld? What's going on with your hitbox? Yeah, we'll go back to that other one and see if I can weld it. No, it's not welding. They're short of... They haven't got something they need. So this stuff will weld up, but the... basically weld everything up and figure out what we're short of. Or steel plate we're going to be short of. Oh! And there lies the problem with corners and a very large ship. Yeah, so what... so we've just got computers left, and that's because we took those other computers out. I'm going to put this one back. Make sure I'm facing the right way. Still not be able to figure out which way to go when facing backwards. Yeah. So we want to lock it in, switch them to recharge, turn the lights off, turn the engines off. And maybe just see if the landing gear is still... Oof. Yeah, the landing gear is taking a bit of damage. That one hasn't. But the other one has. Right, what do we want? Go do a bunch of plates, please. What we might do as well is steal a bunch of... What resources have you got? We haven't used up all the resources, have we? Ooh, we nearly used up all our steel, which isn't surprising considering what we're doing. We've still actually got steel, I'm pretty sure, or iron that we haven't processed. Hopefully. Or maybe not. Stone. Yeah, so we might be going for another Might need to go for another iron run to be able to get enough for that. Where's my assembler? Hold on. Where's the assembler? There we go. Oh, no, assembler. Refinery. So, nickel and cobalt. Stone. Yeah, we might need... Well, I can either pinch it off my other ships, or... Because what do we need? What was this actually short of? Probably small steel tubes. No, interior plate. And this one was interior plate and 6 small tubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Do them first, please. Ah, good. And interior plate. Do that first as well. Now, we don't need to have all of the iron plate for the drills. Oops. Fine. I suppose zero fuel is a critical fuel. What have I got? Motors. Oops. Yeah, so they didn't need motors, and that didn't need motors. So it would have just been these things. Yeah. So we should have enough motors, definitely. I can grind down the steel plate for these two to make up for the other ones. Now, you've all got motors, and how many motors we got left? 1. Which we'll dump. You have a motor. Now, have we got small steel tubes? No. Right, there you go. Is that it, or was there something else? Oh, interior plate. Yeah, both of those wanted interior plate. Yeah. Is that enough interior plate, we wonder? It should be. Yeah. So these need a lot, like 120 construction components. So how are we going to get them? That's the only thing I want you to do is construction components. And have we even got any stone left? Yes, but not enough for 120 construction components, I dare say. Which means I'll probably just pilfer them off other stuff. We got 22 construction. So what we're going to do is we're going to take away steel for these.
Inventory full.
I didn't get us a lot of steel, that one. Yeah. Yeah, it was... Oopsie. Yeah, you've just got enough. You're still short. That's fine. You go there, and then you go there. Yeah, so you're short 3. You're short a lot more than 3. So 180 plus 80. Alright, I might need to take another mining trip, I think. because I still need 260 odd, I think, of them. Yeah, like 7,000 iron. But this should be my last trip, and I should be able to get the miner up. Although I could just do 2 drills, and what do we need? Because I dare say we've got enough. Yeah, it might just be easier going to the mine. Alright, I'm going to head to the mine and get some more iron. And then that should be enough to finish off the drills to drill in the ground, and also be enough to finish the batteries and the engines. Alright, I'll see you shortly. Alright, I've finished the drills, constructing all 5 of them. I've also done the mining attachment. I did a little bit of testing, and this isn't enough power, what was there. So I've added 2 more large batteries. It should have the thrust to lift it. But it was going over 100% in testing, so we'll see how we go with 4 batteries on it. I can always take some of the small batteries off if they're not required, just to save some weight, but we shall see. So what I'm going to do is remove this from here. I do want to add the merge block. I did a bit of testing as well for this. So what I want to do is turn that on, switch this off to auto. Now it is, where are we? The thrusters are going full power, and what happens if you try to take thrusters off in that circumstance, it's basically going to destroy the ship. So what you've got to do is disconnect and then put the dampeners back on. So in effect, like that. I'll look at, oops, switch to first person. I'll look to finding some way to automate that. So I can just hit a button and it will turn off dampeners and then switch them back on, basically, after disconnecting. Alright, so what we're going to do is carefully, ever so carefully, if I figure out which way is reversed, back up to here. Right. Nope, that's the wrong way. Now we turn that back on as well. Are you gonna connect up? You're thinking about it. There we go. All thrusters look on. Dampeners are on. So we'll go cut off this bit, and hopefully it'll float. There we go. Alright, so now if I go in, it's still running the power. Actually, I'm just thinking, I probably didn't have to do that. Hold on. First off, let's put all the batteries in group. Oh, not all. No. No, of course not. Batteries miner is what I want. Let's set them to auto. Yeah, now we've got enough power. I'm wondering if I didn't need those extra batteries because I forgot to set the batteries to recharge and testing. Let's see how unwieldy this thing is if I want to drill stuff out. So what I will want to do is sort of drill this area anyway, especially directly under the base, because this area is where I want to put the sort of first parts of the underground base. You're not losing any power up. What I might do is just leave this on for a second. Yeah, we're not going to hit anything. So we can sort of drill under here. Drill into this bit. This will save me sort of hand drilling. Right, so this should be a lot quicker than trying to do it by hand and trying to move stuff. And this is what I'll use to basically drill out the vehicle entrance hangar on the ice. Oh, I think I just hit something. And we will see there. But this works. So what I might do is end it here. And then I'll contemplate what I'm going to do next. Probably be figuring out sort of... Yeah. That's not too bad. It's sticking out pretty well. I think if I'm careful I can sort of get this in fairly straight lines. Oh, it's so much faster. So this sort of... where we go? Sort of just go sideways and line that up. Nice. It is fairly big and unwieldy, but it's not too bad for doing straight lines. And here, I'll come back. I probably want to do more digging out of the base and starting to put a more official sort of entrance area down and put a refiner down if I can make the 1200 plates it takes to get to it. What are we at? 91. That's full, that's full, that's nearly full. Yeah, so it'll be something over 110,000 kilograms maybe we'll stop at for the weight of the ship. And I reckon it will still have enough thruster to do what it needs to do. Alright, we'll end it here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.